I'm going to go ahead and kick this off. This video is going to be both on request, which is what you're seeing right now. A request came in for as pure quartz as I have in artifacts, like this one that I found at the Archaic on camera just a couple videos back. But you know, I got a handful, I said, and this one down underneath here, right there, had an unnatural amount of views. But these are all high-grade quartz crystal, even with the small Guilford Yuma. So we're going to check out those, and I have a really great idea for those to really illustrate something that phenomenon that happens in water. So I've got water right here. We're going to show you something with that. But listen to this. I have an announcement. This, as you might have seen before, maybe some 4 videos back, just estimating, has been won in the Masters giveaway. It's a good selection. Fantastic. I decided I would challenge myself and see what was out there for intention and generosity, I guess. Not from me. I don't ever really feel myself to be too generous. We all, as people, I think, can work on that. But that aside, I wanted to see what people wanted to do with these if they won them, or why they themselves couldn't find, couldn't hunt, or would want them. I wanted to check out their motive. So I do that sort of as a teacher. These have been won by Professor No Duel. In the description, you can see who that individual is. You can even check his channel out. But that aside, there were some innate, intrinsic things for the reason why he won. He's going to actually pay it forward. He's not going to keep these. Now, I would encourage him to keep one of the favorites to remember it by. So as I go over these, and we just take a final look before I pack them up and send them out. We've got a great atlatl dart tip from Deer Pass. One that was found maybe 5 years ago, Notchville too. Really great, strong piece of quartz from Deer Passage. Here's a point I remember. It was such a cold day. Crosslands, Site 1. And I didn't mean it to work out this way, but here's another point from Deer Pass, Guilford Yuma. But the same familiar rhyolite here from Notchville. And I don't even know what Professor O'Duell's name is yet, but I'll be in contact with him and tell him to get on the ball and send me the best address. Here's a point from Mecca. And I can say this, I think it won't bother him too much. Your dad is going to receive a big blessing. I hope it touches his heart for maybe what he's instilled into you as for appreciation for North American Indian artifacts. You can tell him, hey Dad, those come from Eastern North Carolina. That's enough of that. So, Professor O'Duell, congratulations. Now look at these, everybody. Let's see if we can do this. I have a towel here on purpose. This is going to be kind of fun. We're going to take, first of all, the arrowhead, which was the very first arrowhead I ever did find. Thought it was a piece of glass naturally. This piece. Can you believe it? I looked at it and I said, it's not a piece of glass at all. I used to collect glass. And I said, no, that's not a piece of glass. It's an artifact. You see the phenomenon that happens when you put that into water? If I let it go under there where it's white, gives you an idea of the quality of quartz that it is. The sun gets back into it. It's pretty wild, isn't it? I'm just going to pop it right back up there. We're going to take another and go through them. Here's a point that I found at the Hawk. And it gives you a really good idea. I'm hoping my focus comes out of the quality of quartz or vein quartz it is when you get them into water. Unbelievable, right? Whew. I'm just going to grab these and move forward. A little Guilford in quartz that I found at the Cascade. It'd be amazing if I get through this without dropping one, right? Or drop my phone in the soup. But thanks everybody for tuning in to Indian Trace. Don't forget the political interest links and supporting things like that. So important in today's world. To beat the, I haven't yet figured out what possesses, I know it's the devil, to be honest, possesses certain individuals in the mainstream media to be so deceitful and lying to us. They don't get any advantage out of it anymore. Look at this point here. Solid point from Notchville. But anyway, do your best to keep yourself informed and don't just isolate yourself in your own hobbies and your own little life. It will soon enough impeach upon that and your freedom and the things that you love and the people you love. So help me support political interest things. It's important to be involved in politics. I think it's a responsibility God's given us. I'm just moving through this. This is a point here that I found at Back Pass. Unique vein quartz, but crystal base. Thank God my fingers are darker and they're red. It's probably the Indian in me. I'm teasing, I do not know. I don't know my bloodline, but anyway, it's keeping me pretty healthy, whoever my ancestors were. It's a nice little point, isn't it? Just popping them up there and going forward. Here's a great point I found at Notchville. Out of the water, a Morrow Mountain made out of crystals, super hard. Absolutely see the quality of the crystal when it's in the water. I'm just going to pick them up and keep going. Another point, I saved a couple that are really smokers for last. This is a point I found at the Hawk. Variations of quartz. This stuff is super hard. Actually, I've never seen anybody do this before, so I just had the idea, it came to me, and I said, why not? Look at the quality here. It's ice, right? Ancient ice. Here's a point from Notchville too. Serrated quartz. Got this out of the tobacco, I'll never forget it. Probably about 4 years ago. Professor O'Doul. That's not O'Doul, it's actually No Duel. Who knows? Congratulations on those artifacts, man. That's going to be cool. Cool. We can increase the community and do some good things. It's a crazy point, isn't it? Some of them disappear in the water. Look at this point. It's a Mecca. Incredible point from Mecca. Mercy, right? Whew. Water tour. Whoa, that was the first one I almost dropped. Craziness. Look at this piece. This is a piece that got a lot of views. And I didn't even think the video was that great. I mean, it's a great arrowhead. Escape the beans. Put it in the drink, and I mean, it is quality crystal. It's crazy, right? Little ding off the side, but Found that at the W Properties. Disappears in there, doesn't it? Mercy, I don't even know what to think. Never knew the place around here would even provide. This is one that I just, I keep it in my display box even though it's smacked off there. I might find it one day. Unbelievable craftsmanship on this piece. Figured it deserved a drink. Whew, look at that quality of quartz. Pretty wild, right? Really shows off the quartz well, I think. Now, here's the point that I just found on film. From the archaic, most recent one. Guys, I'm trying real hard not to drop something. I've dropped my phone into this drink. Look at that. It's not even broken through, as strong as can be, but it's got like a vein. It's just craziness. If they could nap this, it was resilient. It's lasted until now. I mean, look at the tip. Holy smoke, right? Well, I think we have been just about long enough. And that's absolutely great show of it. Have fun with that. Now, appreciate everybody tuning in to Indian Trace. Getting a little bit of that quartz in a different angle and perspective. That was on request. I don't even know if I'm getting it all in right now. That's probably good enough. And for the professor, congratulations. Hope everybody finds that there.